So we are set for our first bout here. It is a super fight in the women's super lightweight division, as American Lindsay Scheer will face the Dutch fighter Aleide Lawant. And the music in the background, Clifton, of course, it's part of the Y Crew Ram Muay, which again is done to pay respect to the elders, the training camp, and just a part of the Muay Thai tradition that goes back thousands of years.
Well, Muay Thai has been around for thousands of years indeed. And the Muay Thai, the Y Crew, which is something that has been passed down from teacher to student over all of the generations, is something that we do to pay respect to the fighters who came before us, to pay respect to our instructors, and to all the warriors who have been in the ring before. It's definitely a part of Muay Thai, and it's something that we try to keep. Even though we're moving into modern time, we have to keep some of the traditions.
All right, let's take a look at the tail of the tape for this super lightweight super fight. Lawant is a year older than her American opponent. Scheer will have the height advantage, and Lawant came in just a tad heavier.
Well, both of these women are looking to get into the MPL's division for next year, the women's division, so they're coming here to prove their point and see how good they can be.
And here we go. First in the white corner, weighing 60.9 kilos, standing 173 centimeters, age 26, originally from Cincinnati, Ohio, now fighting out of Louisville, Kentucky's real fighter gym, Team Haycraft, with an amateur record of 22-7, 2 wins by way of knockout. This fighter is the USKBA US champion, the 2010 IKF Amateur World Champion, and the 2010 TBA Amateur World Champion, making her pro debut with us here tonight, introducing Lindsay Scheer. And in the black corner, weighing 61.9 kilos, standing 169 centimeters, age 27, from Alkmaar, Holland, and fighting out of Van Gym, with a record of 13-6, 4 wins by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Aleide Lawant. Your referee for tonight's fight, MuayThai Sukipol.
I want a good clean fight. Make sure when I say fight, make sure you fight. When I say stop, make sure you stop. When I say break, make sure you step back 1 step. Protect yourself on the calm. Good luck to both of you. Cut go back to your corner.
Referee MuayThai Sukipol administering final instructions.
This was always a spot of the fight that, my heart would race, boom, 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 and then as soon as the bell rings, for whatever reason, boom, quiet. Ready to go to war, all the emotions out the window. So I'm sure these fighters you can see jumping up and down, getting their last bit of nerves up before they go into the ring.
The proverbial calm before the storm as we are underway. 3 3-minute rounds here in the Muay Thai Premier League. Again, it's a super fight with the American Lindsay. Scheer is in the white gloves. The Dutch fighter Lawant in the black gloves.
Both these girls going with some heavy hands at the moment.
Scheer with a chance to establish herself immediately, but Lawant with much more professional experience, since this is Scheer's debut, a coming out party, so to speak, as they exchange leg kicks.
Scheer just looking for a second, like she was a little bit caught in as a deer in headlights, but seems to be getting her bearings right now.
She studied physiotherapy at Bellarmine University in Louisville, Kentucky, and she is trained here in Holland with the likes of Raymond Dekkers and Rob Kamen, 2 Muay Thai legends, and Raymond Dekkers will be joining us later tonight here on the MPL.
Extreme action right now from Aleide Lawant. She's taking the fight completely to Lindsay Scheer. Lindsay Scheer looks a little bit like she's a little bit surprised by the pace that Aleide has come out with.
Lawant putting together punch-kick combinations.
Big counter right hand there by Lindsay Scheer.
Nice punch-kick combination from Scheer. Lawant attempting to establish that foot jab. The team now, nice combination there with a kick to the body. Nice counter from Scheer.
Great counter from Scheer, but what she has to do, big right hand again, is she's got to put them together a little bit more. She's waiting a little bit too much, and you're losing points. And even if you've got that power to knock your opponent out, you've got to put it on them a little bit more.
Lawant continuing to score with the majority of her strikes, hunting down Scheer. Scheer's got her hands up well, but now not really committing to her punches.
she's a little bit, you know, not firing it quick enough, and seems to be a split second behind the pace of the fight right now.
Final minute of the opening round, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds here in the MPL. Another teep from Lawant.
Scheer seems to be picking up the pace a little bit more now, countering, and you can see a little bit of a welt developing under the eye of Aleide. Scheer moving around the ring, countering a little bit more. Ooh, big right hand again. Ooh.
30 seconds left in the opening round.
Scheer finding a rhythm a little bit more at the end of this. Nice counter.
Lawant coming forward now. There's the clinch. Knees exchanged between the two ladies. 15 seconds left in the opening round. Nice straight left from Scheer. Lawant now having problem finding the range, although she is looking to corner Scheer as we go to the end of round 1.
Interesting round there. I mean, it looked to me like Aleide Lawant came out really aggressive. She had the first half of the round, but by the end of that round, you know, Lindsay Scheer made her adjustment, started walking around the ring and tagging her with a little bit of good timing. So here we go to the replays of that round. Aleide Lawant, you know, a little bit of aggressive and good counter shot there by Lindsay Scheer. She started to do well when she was moving around the ring instead of standing right in front of her opponent. She adjusted by circling a little bit, and that allowed her to get a little bit more weapons landed on her opponent. She's got a really big, strong right hand, and I think if she uses it more, she's going to have more effect in the fight. There she is again, moving around the ring and countering. Ooh, big elbow there by Aleide Lawant. Very aggressive is Aleide. You know, and at this moment, I give her a slight edge in this fight.
Talk a little bit about the scoring in Muay Thai. 3 judges scoring the bout using the 10-point must system, which we know in MMA and boxing. What's the criteria?
Well, really, the criteria is for who lands the hardest and cleanest shots and causes the most visible damage. And then it goes in order of operations from kicks and knees and punches and elbows, and really who can impose their will on their opponent and land with the most effect, visible effect and damage. See that welt right there under the eye of Aleide Lawant, already developing from that big right hand we mentioned from Lindsay. And here we go into round 2.
Well, and the second round is underway here at Den Haag, Netherlands. Lindsay Scheer in the white shorts. Aleide Lawant in the black.
Beautiful hand combination countered with that inside kick, and Lindsay seems to be finding her rhythm right now.
1-2 combination from Scheer, body kick from Lawant. Lawant moving forward now.
Lands a big right hand, backs up Lindsay. Ooh, Lindsay counters with 2 big ones of her own.
Lawant, the aggressor here early in round 2, moving forward. Inside leg kick. Scheer not committing to anything right now. There's a nice 1-2 combination that jacked the head.
She buckles her, and I don't think she's recognized she has her hurt. She should be pressing her right now, attacking like a shark smelling blood. The problem that's happening right here.
Scheer now with a nice combination upstairs, push kick. Midway through round 2. A straight right from Scheer.
Nice counter left hook there by Lindsay Scheer.
Final minute of the second round. Lawant with an outside leg kick, misses with the punches upstairs. Now moving forward. backing Scheer up momentarily.
Scheer countering with that great right hook, and it's interesting. I mean, right now the pace is in favor of Aleide Lawant, but every time she steps in, she's getting hit with those big hands. So it's going to be interesting to see if she can continue to apply the pressure without getting hurt on the way in.
Lawant targeting the body, Scheer countering upstairs. Lands again the right hand, Lawant missing with that left kick, and again Scheer picking off Lawant as she comes forward.
That well developing under the eye, the right eye of Aleide Lawant, getting bigger with each shot, and another big right hand there.
Final 10 seconds of the second round. Lawant moving forward on Scheer. Scheer counters with the left and right. Now an exchange of kicks at the end of the round.
Interesting round there by both of these fighters. Obviously, Aleide Lawant, the more aggressive of the two, but at times she's walking into shots. It's something we spoke about before in terms of using the wrong weapon from the wrong range. And if you're throwing something from far away and not connecting, ultimately you run the big risk of walking to something big. Cold
Utilizing
compress.
the cold compress there, the unswell, to bring down the swelling. Mouse developing under the right eye of Aleide Lawant, so some concern there. And again, when you talk about damage, Scheer has damaged that eye as we look at the action from round two.
Well, I mean, ultimately, you know, in my opinion right now, Lindsay Scheer is landing the cleaner, harder shots, but she's just not landing enough of them. And even though she is landing, Aleide Lawant is the one that's aggressive and landing more in total. So it's going to be interesting to see what the judges are looking for here tonight. Great exchange between the fighters, and again, Aleide Lawant trying to knee from too far away, rocking into a punch. And, you know, even if you land that knee from that distance, it's not something that's going to cause a lot of damage. You have to be careful as a fighter of using the wrong weapon at the wrong time.
Yeah, I thought Scheer was overall the more effective striker in the second round, especially with the counter strike. And while it may seem in many eyes that, you know, Lawant, again, coming forward, but she is being picked off, and how would you have the fight going into the final round?
Well, it's very interesting. I mean, the first round went to Aleide, the second round went to Lindsay, and I think Lindsay's going to have to put the pace right now if she wants to win this fight.
And she starts off very aggressively here in round three, going through the guard of Lawant. Lawant trying to clinch now, knee to the body, and Scheer just shucks her off.
Scheer looking good right now. She started this round strong and using all her weapons well. Beautiful
She's
counter.
targeting that right eye. Now Scheer backing up as now there's the clinch. Scheer in dominant position. Short right hand from Lawant, and Scheer attempting an elbow strike on the exit.
There you go, Lawant using that push, but again, just from a little bit too far away, and she's got to be careful because that opens you up to a counter fighter, especially someone like Lindsay Scheer with that big right hand.
Scheer doing a very good job with the counter attack here in this fight. Lawant moving forward though, throwing caution to the wind. There's a liver kick. Scheer straight through the guard with the right hand. Another body kick from Lawant. Leg kick countered by the right from Scheer.
Both fighters beginning to tire a little bit, but still landing with some good effect.
Aleide Lawant in the black. Lindsay Scheer in the white. Oh, and now, just again, the very porous guard from Lawant. Has her hands up, but there's a real big opening in the middle, and Scheer's finding the target.
Well, I mean, it's one thing to be aggressive, but you got to keep your hands up and defend yourself when you're coming in, and that's something that right now Lindsay Scheer is having her way in hitting her every time she steps in.
Caught her with the 1-2, and then a left hand, finishes it off with a low leg kick. Now it's Lawant's turn coming forward, now doing some damage on Scheer. Scheer again, though, picking her off with that counter right, and there's another right hand.
Range, I think, is being the biggest factor in this fight right now. And, you know, we're looking at every time that she's coming in, she's getting hit or hit on the way out. She's got to keep her guard up. You know, it's not one thing to just hat on your opponent. You've got to defend yourself as well. Last minute of play in this fight, and we'll see what happens in the last minute. These ladies have got to pick up the pressure if they want to win this fight. It's still close, and it's interesting to see.
Ooh, beautiful right hook there from Lawant in the final minute of this fight. Scheer going downstairs with a couple of kicks. Lawant coming forward again, measuring. Scheer's corner looking for the 1-2 down the middle. They see that leaky guard as well.
Nice body kick, countered her right hand, and that's what you've got to do when that person's out of range with that punch, is counter with the right kick. Boom, big
There's
right
a
hand
1-2 right down the middle through the guard by Scheer. Lawant now, punch kick combination, final 23 seconds of the fight. Could still be up for grabs here. They have to send a message to the judges. Ideally, they try to land that knockout blow. Well, time is running out.
Indeed, and if you look at the damage, she's got that welt under her eye. She's got a welt now forming on her forehead. It's going to be interesting to see if the refs take that into account when they're scoring the fight.
Straight left from Aleide Lawant, and this fight goes to the judges' scorecards. So an impressive debut, though, for Lindsay Scheer, fighting an opponent with a lot more professional experience, but acquitted herself well here in her professional debut, traveling all the way from Louisville, Kentucky to Den Haag, Netherlands.
And if you look at the face of Aleide Lawant, she's got blood coming from her nose, a welt under her right eye, a little bit of a cone on her
damage.
Exactly.
It's all Lindsay Scheer's done the damage.
A little bit of a cone on her forehead. And I mean, Lindsay Scheer was just more accurate and landed with more power, but at the same time, Aleide was more aggressive, more higher work rate. And for me, it's going to be interesting to see what the judges pick. I mean,
well, it is about effective aggression.
Exactly, and if it was about effective aggression, and up to me right now, I'd give that fight to Lindsay Scheer. She lost the first round, but I thought that she won the next two pretty cleanly. And we're going to see what the judges say here tonight. Beautiful combinations, again, landing 2 and 3 shots at a time, and almost anything that she threw, she was landing. Get more replays. You can see that again, Lindsay landing, more effect, circling with her jab, getting out of way and getting out of harm's way. And these are good things. A fighter's got to not only be aggressive on offense, they've got to be able to avoid getting hit. That's something that in the MuayThai Premier League in particular is very important.
Again, this is an audition of sorts for these two young ladies, hoping to get into the lone female weight class in the MPL. The super lightweight division. Action coming up later tonight in the Group A and a Group B female super lightweight division. Valentina Shevchenko and Ilona Wymans, both victorious in their first MPL fights, will square off, while Sandra Bastian looks to bounce back from a loss against the queen of Muay Thai, Julie Kitchen, who also recorded an impressive win in her MPL debut. Though that's female action coming your way later tonight. Right now, the two ladies embrace, showing good sportsmanship as they await the official tally from the 3 judges scoring at ringside.
Look again, Aleide Lawant showing her a little bit more damage. She's got a bruise on the inside of her leg, and you can see that she's a little bit hurt. So in terms of visual effect, all of it on the body of Aleide Lawant. Waiting for the decision here.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, let's have a round of applause for these warriors. And now we go to the scorecards. Judge 1 scores the bout 30-27 in favor, Lawant. Judge 2 sees it 29-28 in favor, Lindsay. And Judge 3 has it 29-28 in favor for the winner by split decision. In the black corner, Aleide Lawant.
Well, a split decision win for Lawant. Definitely do not agree with that 30-27 score whatsoever. And I had it like you did, Clifton, 2 rounds to 1 for Lindsay Scheer, but maybe some of that stump pod that home cooking here as Aleide Lawant picks up a contentious split decision win.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's something that both fighters can go back and look at the video, and, you know, I'm sure they'll both have a case for having won that fight. A split decision means that, you know, some judge saw it like us and another judge saw it the other way, and that's close. We said earlier in the fight that it's going to be interesting to see what the judges are looking for, the one who landed more effective shots or the one that was in more aggressive mode. And Aleide Lawant was the aggressive one, and I guess it is true that the home cooking was in her favor.
Oh, we just...
Well, thank you very much. I'm standing right here next to the winner, Aleide, winner of the night. Congratulations. You just proved that Muay Thai for females, you can take and give just as strong as your male counterparts. Now, how do you feel about fighting for MPL today?
Yeah, that's great because it's the most biggest thing I've ever done. So it's like overwhelming.
And how do you feel about MPL being here in the Netherlands?
That's great because I think the Netherlands deserves it that the MPL is here.
And how do you, will we see you in next season?
I hope so. I hope to be in the league then.
Well, thank you very much. Congratulations. Bye-bye. Aleide.